Hello, I'm Cheryl Garcia. I am so proud to be a part and lead such a wonderful group of motivated, generous HEB partners. Today, we're going to share with you a film that we've created to give you an inside look, taking a basic idea of gathering donations for a great cause and really taking this to all new levels. As you watch this video, I challenge you to really visualize yourself leading your team in your stores with your partners, really creating the same environment that we're going to share with you demonstrated today.
Community action is one of our core commitments in our bold promise. Inside that commitment is that we serve in times of crisis. Hunger for the less fortunate is a crisis daily that needs our support. We're in a unique position where we connect with our community every day in our stores. The majority of these customers are generous, good-hearted people who would help anyone in need if they had the chance. It's up to us to connect them to this urgent cause of hunger relief each year during the TerrPad campaign. Whenever we get excited and focused around the campaign, there's always great results.
Altogether, we raised almost $63,000 in donations due to our hard work and our great partners and our outstanding customers donating day after day.
The top 5 stores in our 20-store group over the past few years generally have accounted for over 60% of the donations for the whole region. These stores made some commitments with a huge goal for their team, took the time to inform their partners of the goal and information about the food bank.
And educating our partners, letting them know what the food bank is all about. I think that made a huge difference. I think it impacted every partner, differently, because some of them don't have kids, some of them do. So just knowing how important the food bank, was going to be, it really gave them that head start, and they really wanted to do something with it.
I mean, we've always been an upbeat store. We've always been a store full of pride. But when it comes to the food bank, we really get excited. You put up numbers like 80,000 and what have you, I mean, we want to reach that goal. We really want to get fired up.
Mostly, they had leaders daily talking about that day's goal, how much for the next hour, by noon, by 5 p.m., and for the day.
This community has donated all this money, and me being a part of that, helping somebody that's really in need, has really touched my heart and really wanted me to work hard and reaching our goal.
It wasn't if, it was when they would achieve their goal.
There it is.
All right, remember our goal is $2,500 today, and we can do it. Customers, it's our last day of the food bank, so help us out with $1, $3, or a $5 donation today. Did you know if you donate at least $1, that's 16 pounds of food? And if you're really generous and want to donate $5, that's 80 pounds of food, so help us. Share your Christmas.
What I think the secret behind that is the excitement. I mean, if you can, as a leader, as a CCM, as a CCOM, get excited about the numbers, and you're constantly coming back to your checkers and saying, hey, this is where we're at, this is where we're going, and it becomes a consistent issue, they catch on to that. It's contagious when you get excited about something.
These stores created excitement in terms of bells rung for every donation, announcements, singing, CCM challenges on who would get the most from their teams.
We have a thing going on, Battle of the Sides. What we do, 2 leaders, we come together and we separate the registers from one side to another.
We have 15 registers, so 1 through 9, and then 9 through 15.
Brad and Jeremy battle each other on who can get the most donations.
Basically, we go team against team. We have our managers pick out teams.
Just tries to raise as much as we can within a certain amount of period.
In each donation, they ring a bell. As they ring a bell, that's 1 for one side. It gets the customers really involved.
Trying to reach a goal of like 25 or 30 donations before the other side, and it just makes it really fun to get donations for the food bank.
And even though it's competition for who can get the most donations, it's really because all of our hearts are into it. We really want to raise as much as we can for the food bank.
1914 team, we can catch up. Every dollar counts. Okay, Gloria, another one. 1915. 2015. Okay, team, we're down by 5.
In a few cases, the CCMs got store leaders involved and engaged them in the fun. Partners would brag about how much they created that day. Customers loved the excitement. They sometimes were donating just so they would be recognized, or their cashier would be recognized, or would donate just to create more excitement.
And they get into it, and then it seems to be that they donate more.
Every customer needs to be asked.
Would you like to donate to the food bank today?
Make it $10, please.
Okay, team, I want to hear your bell.
I had a customer that came through right now that she said, I always have $1 for the food bank, and I always have $1 because I get so excited to come in and shop here because it feels good to be giving the money to the food bank and to people who need this, you know?
I can get some rattled, get them to give some more.
Make a donation to the food bank too. 1, 3, or 5?
How about
10? Awesome. 10.
It never mattered if some people didn't donate, and pressuring people was never the program.
And so they really like to help. If it's $1, $3, $5, some give 10, 20, but any amount we tell them thank you kindly. And if they've already donated, a lot of them get this notice in the mail. We tell them thank you for the donation also.
It was all about who we were being as leaders and the environment and focus we created. The rest just naturally happened. Partners would talk about how great this made them feel, that they were making such a difference for those in need.
Something that everybody says at one time or another, I may need the help.
You never know what situation you might be put into one day.
Who wouldn't want to be a part of something that helps something like so much of a bigger picture?
It makes me feel kind of warm and fuzzy inside, you know, I mean, because I'm part of a team that achieves everything together. You know, this is a good team.
The neat thing is that all of this work enhances disciplines around some of our basic operational commitments we have at H-E-B. Selling, coaching, interaction, customer experience are all core parts of our strategy. We have planks, best place to shop, goals, and vitals every year and need teams to do well in those respective areas. The annual food bank campaign helps build individual and team competency around these same areas.
I think when you talk about the leadership buckets, I think you hit on all the components in the leadership buckets. You're talking about communication, you're talking about a business strategy, having a vision, and then measuring that as well.
Well, I've seen a huge increase of leadership. Jeremy has taken this to no other place. He's actually challenging and getting his arms around the other CCMs and say, I need you to help me with this. So there's just an unbelievable leadership up here in the front end, that they just kind of help each other out, they motivate each other, and just kind of push each other and don't let anybody else go down.
It's perfect for our business, our community, and our partners.
And they've also had a great opportunity to recognize partners, so that building relationships with those partners has really seen an engagement level increase with them, because they've been able to do that by recognizing partners.
What it does for the partner morale is awesome.
Love it.
And everybody has a good sense of pride, but nobody beats H-E-B. Nobody can beat the sense of giving and the spirit of giving at H-E-B, whether it's the partners, the public, the people, the customers, or our directors, our leaders. Everybody has this same one mind, one goal, one soul thing of pure pride, where we really want to help our fellow partner, our fellow people. Because not only are we called partners in here, our community is our partners. So we see them as our partners and our friends.
And would you like to donate to the food bank today? $1, $3, or $5? What? Would you like to donate to the food bank today? $1, $3, or $5?
$5. If it's the last day, $5.
5, okay. I got 5.
Woo! Way to go! Way to go!
Thank you.
And it just so happened it was Thanksgiving Day. 8 years ago on Thanksgiving, my daughter and I were sitting with no electricity, and I took her to a Strap store for a turkey leg so we could have turkey. We went to Port Aransas and sat on the beach. The next day I went to the food pantry, and they actually gave me a $150 check to help with my electric bill so I could get the lights turned back on. I was telling that to the customer, and he donated $200 right there.
Wow,
right there on the
that's
spot.
awesome.
And I wasn't, I was just saying, I was sharing what other things they do besides food. You know, why cash is important, and I mean, it was awesome.
I would have to either go out and beg or ask, and I don't have much family here in town. These donations mean a lot to me because at this time I'm not able to work. I'm under disability, and I don't get that much food stamps. So what they provide here really helps out for a week or so. And I'm very grateful to the food bank and to HEB, and really don't know how to thank them. Just to say thank you very much for all your support.
The food that HEB donates and the food bank gives away is very helpful to me, because there's some weeks that by the midweek I'm pretty much out of food. I'm on a disability and I have a very limited income. So it helps me get through the weeks, the days that I have no food. And I'm very grateful for it. Without it, I don't know what I would do, because I can't work.
It's a good thing to have food in my home for me and my children, and I really think the donations really help my family from HEB and the food bank for my children and to feed them, and it's a blessing.